already done.
Okay, already done. Okay, okay. So I would like to ask first, some questions to all the students who are here. How many of you heard this term Garbhasanskar? You can just raise your hand there so that I will get idea that yes, some of you might be knowing this Garbhasanskar. Wow, so many of you know. Wonderful, wonderful. Is it possible for you to write in the chat box what do you mean Garbhasanskar? Because I want, interactive sessions. I have prepared slide, but let me see how I can, share the slide later on after our discussion. Okay. Anybody writing in the chat box? What is Garbhasanskar means? Ruchita, just while introducing me, said that it's a education of the child in the womb. Ria saying giving values or teaching to the child in the womb. Wow, great. Any other answer? Teaching the babies, listening, reading, watching good and positive things, create positive environment in the womb. Wow. So there are so many people who are responding. I'm so happy and glad to see those response. Garbha means womb, sanskar means education. Wow. Even the term splitted up. Yeah. Certain sanskar that are given to the baby in the womb. Okay. Okay. Great. So I'm so happy to receive this answer. Yes, but then if it is related to child in the womb and the pregnant woman and the woman, then why this topic Veena ma'am thought of, calling me, inviting me and presenting you, because you are still young, you are still in the adolescent age, you are in college, you are studying. So why it is necessary to teach you or tell you this topic? Yes, anyone? Just keep writing. I love, interaction. It shows that the importance of the topic and the awareness it needs. Yes, because having knowledge of it's essential for the future. Yes, of course. Because our mind and senses start developing from the womb itself. Yes, future reference. Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe other around us, psychologist, we might have client. Also for people around. Yes, yes. Knowledge of the child development. I'm too happy, Veena ma'am. Your intelligent youth are present here and they are very much interested to learn this science. So let me now begin. Exactly, whatever answers are there, I'm overwhelmed, by knowing that you know many things about Garbhasanskar, even the reason why you need to know. Yes, of course, it's related to future generation, and it's not only your next generation, but it's about even the next to next generation. That is what I would, going to now tell you how it relates, because when you have exam, so you don't study at a time, during the exam only. You have to go through the whole year, study, prepare, and then again revise and then appear for the exam to get the great result or achieve that goal what you wish for. Similarly, even this giving birth to the baby or giving birth to any product, okay, it's not only the child in the womb, it's about every creation which we do in this life, that maybe you will become entrepreneur in future, you may become the great psychologist in future, but for that we need to prepare a lot, because whatever been seen as a success, or when you reach achieve that success, that is just the tip of the iceberg. There are lots of things hidden below that, and that's what Garbhasanskar is all about. Whatever activities couple does, or whatever the activity individually made by those individual, before becoming couple, how they led their life, how they have taken care of their health, how they have groomed themselves, and what are their culture, what are their values, what are their bad and good habits. So that needs to get into the first surface, and you need to be aware about that. Okay, this is what my quality which is not helping me or any other around me, so let me eliminate it. That awareness should be there, and let me replace that negativity and add positivity. So this will come only from within. And to get that intuition knowledge, that starts definitely from the womb. From the scratch, we need to start every time in life. Many times you may come across, you have built a lot of good things, and then suddenly second day you will find that, okay, that is not working, you need to restart. And that time, are you prepared? That's how our psychology get into the imbalanced state, fight or flight response, right? To work with this positively, strongly, we need to create that strong mind, strong babies from the womb. And that's why Garbhasanskar is. Okay, so now giving this background, let me now open the slide which has been made for you. I'm giving the hello. How much time do I have? Till what time I should finish?
Till 11:30. 11:30.
Okay, my slides are visible, full screen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So my topic is Garbhasanskar, way to craft your future in the womb. So what is Garbhasanskar? You have all answered in the chat box. So it's related to, exploring your life in the womb. So it is also about, knowing ourself. You are also in your mother's womb. So why you are like that? Why your personality is like that? If you are psychology student, if you want to help somebody with your suggestion, you should also dig deeper, asking the question related to how their mother's lifestyle, parents lifestyle, where they live, what they have been through, all that has been impacted on the psychology of that person. So we must know those reasons as a study as well as for our personal understanding. So first of all, let us split this word Garbha and Sanskar. So there is no composite together word mentioned in the scripture. But yes, there in Ayurveda book, we have a definition, beautiful definition given what is Garbha means and what is Sanskar means. So this Garbha, you can relate with the tiniest form of life, which we called in science zygote. Okay, in Ayurveda we call it as a jiva or the Garbha. Okay, that which has been developed after the combination of sperm, ovum, and life. Okay, that's soul. So soul factor, which is very unique in Ayurveda, which has been considered as a part of life. Whereas if you study modern science, what is fertilization? They will say, okay, it's a union of sperm and ovum. And that's it. That's how the fertilization happens. Zygote forms, zygote multiply, it becomes embryo, then it becomes fetus, and then when it takes birth, it's an infant. So it's a development stages, right? So before that, how this infant, when it comes, it has already received everything whatever required to live the life or lead the life later on. So you see the child in the development stage, they are just manifesting each and every traits step by step to us. Okay, but all the development, all the ingredient which has been imbibed during their progressing or developing stage in the womb. Are you all with me? Because I cannot see anyone whose face is there behind. Everybody is behind the screen. Okay, so next term is sanskar. What is sanskar? Sanskar means it is said that sanskaro hi gunantar adharna. It means the guna. Guna means what? Qualities or virtues, or you can say impressions, or we can see blueprint of what? your personality. So whatever our personality, now in our personality, our thoughts, words, action, all that are part of our personality, and our behavior, how we manifest with that blueprint which we have. But this blueprint has been already formed when you are, started taking birth inside the womb. Before even coming inside the womb, your mother, father, who have been, invoke that divine energy so that you should come in that particular womb. It is us who choose the womb, okay? And it is our parents who actually invoke us to get into that space. So that is how it's a together, means that it's an integrated efforts of that parents and the child together. They come, they stay, and mainly the more important given to the women, because women have been given that opportunity to give the space to that life. Over the period of 9 months, development happens in her womb. So woman has been playing very special role in grooming the child or developing the child in the womb. So it is now necessary or it is the responsibility of all the women and the men who supports women, because world is not going to move forward unless these two people together work towards that the great effort to continue the species or the life on this planet earth. That is what even the Swami Vivekananda, who has said that two wings, there are two wings in the world, that is men and women, both should be walk together, think together, and proceed further to create something incredible. Okay, so now here let me take you towards this, what is guna means. Guna is related to our psychology. Actually, if you ask me, as per yogic or ayurvedic perspective, we basically think about those properties or the guna which are related to our mind. We operate through our mind with this guna predominancy. So are you aware about this guna, how many guna we have in our mind? So you can write in the chat box if you know this guna. 3 guna, yes, very good. What are those 3 guna names? Yes, Vidha. Tamas, Rajas, and Sattvic. Very good, very good. Yes, I'm happy to know that. So these are the 3 things which we have it in our mind. Okay, we operate through this. So now let us think how we can see that we have this Sattvic guna predominant. Currently, you are with me, you are listening to the speaker today. Patiently, you are able to receive the knowledge from the speaker. So during that time, you can consider that in your personality, that Sattva guna is predominantly present. When you are not present, sometimes you are present, sometimes your mind get distracted, that means Rajas guna is predominant. Then sometimes you don't want to listen at all, you get completely distracted and you feel dull, you feel down, you don't feel to do anything. It means that you have been predominated by this tamasic guna. So what this Garbhasanskar does, we need all these 3 guna. Okay, without this 3 guna, we cannot, operate. But we need to always progress towards bringing this Sattva guna more predominant. That is the moving toward the spiritual life, connecting to the spirit, connecting to our intellectual mind, higher mind, and operating at best. Okay. So now after understanding this sanskara, so sanskara means the bringing that good quality, good properties, good values and impression to this next life. Because That is why the reason why Garbhasanskara has been recommended. Nowadays, we see that there are so many people who are fighting in the world also. Currently, we are facing this world war, which is happening just in our lifetime, like Ukraine war, or there is Sri Lanka who have been, suffering. So there are so much, violence is present around us. Now, Garbha Sanskar is definitely have a long-term goal. It's not about educating that one life in the womb. It is about the creating the healthy population, creating the virtuous population in the world, so that there will be no war, there will be no violence, there will be everybody is willing to help each other, create that good human power, and move ahead in life positively. This is what I think we are missing in this world. It just that, and all that things depends on two people who are thinking to bring that new life in the world. That's why this has very, very extremely, Garbha Sanskar is important in today's world. This is culture. This through this Garbha Sanskar, we can cultured thought process of the child, good and positively. Most of the time, we want that sattvic guna can be present most of the time, so that the best thing can happen, best innovation can be done, and it can, multiply these human values. And at some stage where you are right now, you are at your age, maybe 20s, 18, 20, right? All of you may be having this range of age. So here the directive mentor, you don't need directive mentor who will tell you, okay, do this, do that, do this. You may not like this now, okay, because here your way of looking the things changed, and change is inevitable, definitely. So that's the way even the teacher or the mentor also need to now change their role. Instead of directive ness, you should turn yourself into mentoring. Mentoring youth is important, and I think this is why this whole international event which has been organized in KC College is taking one step ahead, bringing this kind of topics in this event, and helping that youth who are going to future, our generation, and they are responsible for bringing the future child in the world. So it's important to sow that seed right now, and I'm just thankful for this process. So this is evolutionary development of the expected mother as well. Okay, it's not about the child only, because when you do some sanskara in creating the sanskara, it's a mother who is a creator, who is a co-creator. I cannot say creator, because creator is Brahma, the universe, who is taking main control on it, but it's a women who have been given that authority to become a co-creator of this whole life. So why to know or follow Garbha Sanskara? So today challenges are like we are having a lot of freedom nowadays. Earlier days we are not having this much freedom. Adolescent stage is transition time, and there are a lot of hormonal changes happens. There are a lot of opportunities are there. So many informations are just available. You just type on Google keyword and you will get tons of references. And then there are, then confusion starts building up. You don't know where to go, and there you need some mentor who can guide you. Okay, take this resource, any resource which can which you choose. It's going to become a part of your even personality afterward. So it's important that you need to give that direction, what to choose. Okay, what is the right choice? Because nowadays you see medical challenges, are there for conceiving child, not only conceiving immune child, but even conceiving child. That's why infertility or gynecological disorder like PCOD, fibroid, endometriosis, menstrual irregularities, erectile dysfunction in men, These are some issues which are still present and which are increasing. Okay, why it is increasing? Why those treatment which are nowadays, even we are going one step ahead, that is surrogacy. We are, we women do not want to use her own womb. She is better, earning money and taking other women as a surrogate mother and taking the help of the bringing their child in the world. So these are somewhere, unnatural way to take the generation ahead. So I think we need to go back to our ancient science, which tells us a lot to connect with the nature. There are a lot of needs, desires which has been increased nowadays, and so we are not financially stable. Even if we earn in lakhs, we are earning in lakhs, but still we are not finding our stability financially, and we want to earn more and more, and we dedicate our time. I think 12 hours you are completely, there for at workplace, and when you come back to your home, you are not even mentally present there. So this is the situation, and in that situation, how can you take forward your family responsibility, right? So stress is main cause, absolutely. There are a lot of stress because there is no work-life balance. No, even if you are studying, even study and family and friends, there is no balance. Somewhere we just get into, sometimes we are more indulging with the friends, sometimes we are getting overwhelmed with the study which we have, and sometimes when we reach at home, mother, father, sister, brother, they say, okay, you don't give time to us. So there are a lot of things which are going ahead. And then when you will grown up, you will get married, you have your partner. Many times in this age, even you have your partner, boyfriend, girlfriends, all that, that you can understand what is bonding means. So bonding strong is very important part of Garbhasanskara. If you create that good bonding, good thought process, I think it will get through your stage when you actually enter into your marital life. So this is what I say, that why youth should know about this, because they know that how to prepare themselves. So when you get, this growing up age, these pictures tells you that we women get periods or menarche starts at the age of 12 or 13, right? That doesn't mean that you are now going to, become a mother, or you can have an intercourse and you will become mother, right? Menarche is not just menarche or menstruation, which occurs at the age of 12 or 13. It may varies the years, but you are still not allowed to have an intercourse and produce baby. It is just the preparation for your body to feel the pain, to feel the what happens. It is the cleansing, natural detoxification process which happens in the woman's body, specifically cleansing the womb. So menstruation is actually the cleansing process, and when cleansing is happening, we should not actually do activity more. And that knowledge is something, not been given to the girls who are growing up. We cannot postpone our project, we cannot postpone our trip, we cannot postpone going anywhere or doing anything just because we menstruate. And nowadays, even the sanitary pads advertisement given that, okay, you can use this pad and you can dance, you can do anything. This is how our mind has been just manipulated, which is, as per ancient science, it is not the true. 5 days in a day, in a month, when we get menstruation, that time it is required, necessity for your body and mind to just get into yourself, rest more and less activity. That is what the tagline you should follow during your menstruation. If you just observe that your mind do not want to do anything, you feel frustrated during menstruation, you don't want to talk, even you don't want to eat more. This is your body signals. So when you listen to your those minor body changes, you will be able to nurture your womb Okay, so that is the time when you are preparing your womb. And then after crossing this your age above 18 onwards, your womb become ready to give the space for somebody else, right? So like you see that there are a lot of building work is going on. So the builder doesn't give that key immediately to us unless and until the whole building get done, all the things been set up, and then only you will get that keys of your house. Similarly, our body, even male and female body, they have been under progress during the even after getting this menarche, or in boys there are androgen hormones, a testosterone hormone, which are coming, which are showing that secondary sexual characteristic which are coming in. They need to deal all of those changes positively, and to train them, it is just the preparation. So if you prepare together like you prepare exam, that is actually good things, because we hide such a things to talk or speak or discuss those changes, what is happening inside your mind during those physical changes, psychological changes, hormonal changes, thought process, attractions, all that things are common and need to handle very positively. That is how you are grooming your reproductive system. Now let me tell you the another view, medical point of view. You might have been knowing about Dr. Anandibai Joshi. How many of you know her? Yes, yes. Okay, I can see the hands being raised. Have you seen movie? There is Marathi movie. Yes, Krishna. There is Marathi movie which tells you a lot about this. The earlier days, it was like that. Women do not have choice, and they get married, in their earlier age, and then the consequences arises, like getting pregnant before your womb is ready. So Anandibai Joshi got pregnant at the age of 14 years, 1-4, okay? And after that, obviously she has faced that her child who has born died, right? Within a 10 days, it's a neonatal death happens, and she went into shock and depression. And in that depressive state of mind, she has been deciding that, okay, whatever happens to me, it should not happen to anyone. Yes, she has lost the baby. So the losing your baby after giving birth, it's too much painful for any woman, okay, any mother. It creates lots of impact, impression in her mind. She feels like failure, when when we don't clear even 1 year exam, if you fail, you feel so disappointed. It's same, like it's double, actually it's a multiple kind of pain, miscarriage, when women face that kind of miscarriage. Yes, so that's why Garbhasanskar actually going to prevent those kind of miscarriage or those kind of injury to that mother's mind, as well as it will nurture that child in the womb so that it will be strong enough to continue the pregnancy. So in Ayurveda, it is said that conception is not just the process of just the meeting of these three things together, but it's a continuation of pregnancy positively and giving the birth to the child in through normal route. So if I can show you this data which I have extracted, that in United States, 3 to 5% of all birth result in congenital malformation. There are a lot of genetic diseases are there, right? 50% of those malformation based on genetic reason, okay? It is related to mental retardation. 15% of all the cancer have been inherited susceptibility. 10% of the chronic disease like hypertension, diabetes, arthritis have genetic component. Early neonatal deaths, which has been faced by this Dr. Anandibai, that is 73% that kind of deaths are still happening. Just imagine this is the worldwide data. Okay, so we need to definitely bring this Garbhasanskara more into the in practical level to prevent those kind of figures. Okay, 7.9 millions born with the birth defects. There are a lot of child who have born with the defects. Birth defects are leading cause of infant death, accounting 20% of all infants death. सो जो भी डेथ हो रहा है या डिफॉर्मिटीज आ रहा है वो कहीं ना कहीं जाके इट इज रिलेटेड टू योर जीन्स, योर चाइल्ड, योर मदर्स एज, योर फादर्स एज एंड द हेल्थ unhealthy state of sperm and ovum. And nowadays you see what is happening with the couple. Are you all with me? Can you see this scene? We are all actually like this. Even if you're not couple, even alone, you have your mobile as a partner. You can leave your partner, but you can be with your mobile. This is the scene which is we have. So you tell me now why infertility is not going to be increased. Infertility is leading cause of divorce and stress nowadays, and it's more affecting women's life, because there is so much uncertainty. We even environment which is very much polluted. There are a lot of use of plastic, air pollution. These are decreasing the fertility rate. And pandemic in 2019, which actually brought that this fertility rates down. 23.3% fertility rates has dropped down. Indian women's ovarian aging is around 5 years advanced compared to the UK. Okay, so it means that if that United Nations, the women who are giving birth to the child at the age of 40, she may become her eggs quality may decrease at the age of 40, but in Indian women it may decrease the quality at the age of 35. That is what the meaning of this point, ovarian aging. Now, you can see here 1.2 million abortions done annually, 6 to 7 lakhs out of that is happening in India. 2 out of 3 of women in USA have unintended pregnancy. It means that accidental pregnancy. So Garbhasanskar, another meaning is that, it's a planned pregnancy. It's not the accidental pregnancy, because you are in love with somebody, you went out, you have dating, and you get indulged with the physical relationship. You don't know your safe period, you don't know about anything precautionary measures, and you just get into that physical intimacy, and you that get it into that pregnancy. So in USA it is happening more. Now the third reason is problem pertaining to women. Even women, Indian women, ovarian aging, I told you about this. The fourth point, gynecological diseases. I think in here, out of 163 participants, many of you might be having, this kind of disorder like PCOD. PCOD is very common. 1 in 5 girls, I can see PCOD. Fibroid, there is a endometriosis or menstrual irregularity, because eating pattern is too much wrong. We are completely attached with this junk food and outside food. We are taking ourselves away from the homemade food. So we should be actually thankful. Due to pandemic, at least we started eating at home and tasting the food made at home by you. Now the most important point is stress and depression and insomnia, because we are with our mobile phone, our laptop, on our hello. Okay, because a mobile phone, laptop, we are completely, giving that feeding to our mind, which is related to, bringing the thought process, more thoughts. And that's why we are not able to sleep. If you don't sleep, you ultimately it's going to affect your physical body, and your womb reproductive system is the essence of your all other systems health. So remember that it's not only affecting your just the next day uncomfortable state of mind, but it is affecting in the long run about your reproductivity. Okay, so now here I have given one example who is I think the Smita Patil, most of you might be knowing. She was the actress, popular actress who has died due to the death, due to the postpartum complications. And in every 5 minutes, one woman is dying due to postpartum delivery complication. So if you follow Garbhasanskara, you will be protected from getting affected like this. Okay. Now let's see where we are leading today. You are aware about this artificial womb is in the progress nowadays. How many of you know that where it is building up, this artificial womb? Anyone knows the place where this artificial womb has been developed? And in 10 years, it is said that it will now become like, it is a replica of female reproductive system uterus. No idea. Yes, Netherlands. Yeah, Netherlands is the right answer. Correct. So this, they are making for what, to prevent this premature birth. If baby born before 9 months, then that baby can be saved, protected. Okay, that is the main reason for this. But I'm sure that whenever some innovation done or technologically, something been developed, it has been used in a wrong way, because we are the user and we are not understanding the limitation and the right way of use that particular innovation. And that's where we are taking disadvantage of technology. Yes, Drashti. Yes, 37 weeks. If the baby born before 37 weeks, it can be, kept here and this life can be protected. That's how the scientist has been, developing this artificial womb. Now, we have Bollywood who are actually influencing our thoughts through the movies, through their personal lives. See so everybody get at, okay, if I can't produce baby, I can rent, somebody who can keep my baby, right? So this is how we are, getting influenced by artificial world, whereas a natural method of giving birth is actually nurturing yourself, taking care of your diet, nutrition, sleep, rest. All those things are very important for becoming a mother and enjoying, not only becoming mother, but enjoying the motherhood stage, because motherhood is moral obligation for all women. Now, it can be taken, even some women may not want to give birth. That's fine, but you need to take then decision right away. It should not be, suffering for other person related to you. Women today choose career over bearing child, because career has become lot of important for all of us because of the freedom, education. So everyone needs to now think, what exactly they want to do in life. It's important to have a job, to work, to become an entrepreneur, but at the same time, another way, you have to take the decision in your right age, when you are, after the 18 years of age till the 35 years. I think that is the high reproductive time, that the fertile age, which will be best for you and your next generation to come ahead. Now let me give you some development, what happens inside the womb for all of you. When we say the 9 months, so this 9 months has been divided into three parts: first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. So first trimester, you can see the child, which is just the tiny muscle mass. It second month, sex determination happens. So here, when we say that we are taking care of our generation, next generation, so the reproductive system of your child is also building up in your womb. in the second month. So if you eat right kind of food which will nourish that reproductive system of your baby as well, later on you will see that the people who are suffering from some infertility, they might have been, their mother might have not been taken care, or it may be ignorant in their eating pattern or sleeping pattern, resting pattern, activities, whatever the reason. So one of the reason can be this, because the all our systems building up here. Yes. Who is writing here? Ria. I think it is all because women have to start all over again after their pregnancy, but the father doesn't have to. It gets difficult for a woman to choose between the career and being a mother. Yes, Ria, whatever you have written, it's correct. But that's why this Garbhasanskar actually is nurturing couple. It's not just the woman. So mother and father, both, they needs to, talk with each other, discuss this process, and they can dedicate, some years of, okay, this much time she can just take rest, or give time for giving birth to their babies, then later on he will take care. So like that, it's a communication between two of them. That's why it is said that the calm, quiet state of mind of couple can give rise healthy baby. Okay, and to make them calm, Garbha Sanskara works. Now let me again come back to our this 9 months journey of the child in the womb. So second month, sex determination happens. Third month, muscle mass develop. 5 sections of our body part has been developed, and first trimester is completely looking forward for the stability. So women and baby both try to, gaze that they are able to continue together or not. Once they continue after 3 months, then the fourth month is actually development of the heart happens. So a lot of emotional connection she can do. In Garbha Sanskara, we give activity of conversing with the baby, or listening to the baby, or just visualizing your baby. You can think great, you can just visualize how your baby is. You can communicate with the baby. We call that process is Garbha Samvad, or we can, chant through some spiritual mantra or music, or, activity. Fifth month, when there is a coordination happening in the child's, sense organ and motor organs, that time if mother does such a kind of activity, then it can be transmitted to the baby, because this time baby is completely dependent on mother. So you need to take the benefit of all those things when it is in your control. Sixth month, intellectual development happens. Brain, neurons, everything has already been there right from the first month, but it manifests more predominantly. One specific month has been given to develop that particular part in that month. So sixth month, if you give that woman who is pregnant some intellectual activity, or reading book, or engaging in, something like solving sudoku, or doing some finer work, or concentration practice, meditation practice, it will definitely make wonder. Then last trimester starts from the seventh month, where all organs developed. Eighth month, there is a fluctuation of energy. So sometimes mother baby are, sad or not being active. So that time you need to take rest. Ninth month is the delivery time. So if you know all this process, what is happening inside, then you can decide what you can do outside and convey to the baby. So what includes in this Garbha Sanskar process? It's a communication with the baby, special activities like visualization, that mother needs to stay under the nature, visualize, see the nature, how the nature is. You can literally, keep something which, in front of your eyes when you wake up, when you sleep, the way you visualize your baby should be. So all that impacts your baby's mind. There are something, if some negative point or negative situation, negative people come across your way during your pregnancy, you need to develop that bhava inside you, which is completely opposite, that just replacing that negative thought process into positiveness. So that skillful activity can be initiated with the help of yoga. In my book, which is the ultimate guide to Garbhasanskar, which I have written, in this book I have introduced this 3S yoga module for all yoga teacher and health provider, which is giving the clear cut direction what mother should do, what type of yoga she should practice, when to work on the stability, strength and space. This is what the 3S yoga module is. So if she follow this process, I have seen those results in my practical experience. When I take even classes online, it has given me positive result. Many would be mother benefited, and a lot of Garbhasanskara babies has been now here in this world. And there are so many music and mantra which are actually creating positive vibration. So when you chant mantra or listen any music, okay, it can definitely gives you that positivity or positive mind, and mother feels good, and that's how the baby also feel comfortable, peaceful, and you can see the strength and the immune child in your hand later on. So Garbha Dhyana, it is important that when you choose this particular time of your life, that is 3-4 years, you have to take break from the work life and dedicate yourself completely to your baby, because that is what your dhyana, Garbha Dhyana, you need to pay attention on your home as well as on your that particular part of your life, which is the lifetime journey you are doing together. So it's too important to pay attention. This is one time investment which you will get the lot of benefit later on, spiritually as well as material also. Okay, so these are some practices which couple can do, pregnant women can do. It is said that there is a guru, Swami Muktananda, who said that doing yoga together, done collectively by both the parents, helps to create positive vibes for the baby, especially pranayama and meditation. And this TWA, which I have written here, that is refers to this thoughts, words and action, because it is said everything is in the thoughts. Nowadays what is happening, couple after marriage, one of them do not wanted to have a child. So and then it actually suppress the feeling of that giving birth to the child, because it's a work of this couple together. It's not just the compromise, or it's not just the just now I have to do it because I am married. If you do go ahead with this conception in this mindset, it's not going to work. It should be your both the couple needs to think together that giving birth to the baby, simultaneously they need to contact experts, get the guidance, and then start conversing with each other, and then take the action to go forward with the conception. There is a sanskar which is called Garbhadhan Sanskar. In our Indian sanskara, 16 sanskara, Garbhadhan Sanskar given the first important, where we are actually sowing the seed for that healthy, be bringing the healthy baby in this world. So first thoughts are very important. Now, like I said in the first initially, what I said, Garbha Sanskara is not only taking care of your next generation, but it is taking care of your third generation. How many of you are connected to your nani more than your dadi? You can write in the chat box N for nani, D for dadi. So let me see this. Okay. Okay. All of you, please try to respond. Recollect yourself whom you are more connected, Nani or Dadi. 166 participants are there. This can give me idea about this, the science which is there. Yes, yes, and Nani because Dadi too होने पे अच्छा okay. Okay, so I think most of you have replied N, right? D भी है, but N ज़्यादा है comparatively Nani. Yes, yes. Okay. So let me now tell you this fact or the science behind it. See this picture. I think you might be knowing this because it is available on internet as well. Consider this is your nani, this is your mother, okay? And in mother's body, you are present as a tiny follicle in her ovary, okay? Because when she born from her nani's womb, later on that follicle which has been nurtured, groomed, and you later on come out of her womb. So you are that egg which has been survived since long time. So it is said that I'm reading this amazing message from this slide. This is so amazing. Did you know that your grandmother carried part of you inside her womb? But how? Well, a female fetus is born with all the eggs she will ever have in her lifetime. So when your grandmother was carrying your mother's in her womb, you were a tiny egg in your mother's ovary. The three of you have been connected for a very long time. Women are amazing. So there is a quote which is very relevant with this science that grandparents and grandchildren together they create a chain of love linking the past with the future. The chain may lengthen but it will never part. So when to start Garbhasanskar? So I hope we understand. Yes, it is true, Vidha. uh, so when to start Garbhasanskara? Now you can just think of when you are going to cultivate yourself, you are going to connect with your next generation as well. So it's a too long-term goal. So it is said that we reap what we sow. So starting out right is very important, and developing couple consciousness and individual consciousness is very important part. So if you work on your conscious state of mind, I think that will help you out to take the right decision on right time instead of getting distracted with lots of option and getting into suffering. It's better to take a right decision. And here is my book which I have published last year, Garbhasanskar, the ultimate guide to Garbhasanskar. If you want, you can place an order, but a lot of things which are there which I have mentioned here, since we have 1 hour only, so I'm not able to continue or tell you everything. So I hope that makes sense. Whatever I have shared, help you out to know what is Garbhasanskar, how it is helpful. Yes, Shagun, what you're asking, can you also throw some light on our connection with our grandmother from father's side? Father's side, because father's sperm, which has been actually, developed in in his mother's womb, and that sperm also connected, right? So that is how you are connected with your both the parents. But now it's said that since woman has been given extra responsibility to nurturing the child additionally, so it is connected more to the women, nani, then dadi. Yes, yes. So if any question, I can take those questions. And thank you so much for inviting me. I felt great to interact with you all. Are there any questions?
Participants, you may put your questions in the chat box. One of us will read the questions for ma'am.
Yes, please, please.
Yes, ma'am. I'll read the questions from the chat box.
Yeah.
Okay, so one question is, are hypnobirthing and Garbhasanskar related?
Garbhasanskar, see, there are certain techniques which comes under Garbhasanskar. In that, we do recommend this yoga nidra session or hypnobirthing, like, uh, uh, creating that thoughts and sound and talking with your baby. So that can be considered as one part of Garbhasanskar. It is not is equal to Garbhasanskar. It is one part of Garbhasanskar.
Thank you, ma'am. And the other question is, what is the healthy age of ovary and sperm to create a healthy baby?
18 to 35. 18 to 35 of age. I think that is ideal age, fertile age जो हम बोलते हैं. No? Yeah. Any other question? There is a direct message is there. Srushti is asking, how would you suggest dealing with social pressure as well as mental health after miscarriage at the same time? Yes, not only miscarriage, even if baby is alive, women are suffering from postpartum depression. So there, there she literally she don't want to even take baby in her hand. She's staying away from the baby. Sometimes even some women also go into the suicidal state of mind, killing babies. These are the practically been seen, in today's world. So this is related to, we need to cultivate, train the woman during pregnancy itself. Her mental, we cannot do once it's done. It's before going into that childbirth process. She needs to get that proper training and giving her understanding about the process of childbirth, what exactly happens if you practice yoga, eat well, sleep well, cope up with everything, with balancing your work, balancing your goals, because we have a lot of desires, and to do list is too much, that we are overburdening ourselves, and that's why we come across with such a kind of depression, I guess.
One of the participants wants to know your opinion on mothers working during pregnancy.
She can work, absolutely she can work, but she needs to even attain that it should not be too much. She should get into the understanding which month what exactly is happening. If it is fourth, fifth, I recommend that you can work from the third month, means once you finish your first trimester, middle 3 months are very good. You can continue your work. That's where your baby's heart, sense organ, motor organs, and your baby's brain are under development. So if you indulge in intellectual work, that is good for your baby as well, and your mind have that the positive, active mode of your mind. Because many times workaholic people can't stay away from work. they they need food for the brain. So they can continue, obviously working till 9 months also fine, but stay tuned with yourself later on also. If you have enough time to give to your baby, take care of your food habits, sleep well, then there is no obstacles or stoppage of you not working.
Another chat says that you mentioned motherhood is moral obligation of a woman. So does choosing to not be a mother makes a person immoral or less than a woman?
That line is somewhere, I felt like why I said this, this is line taken from one of the video which has been there on internet. So even I felt like, if somebody create or becoming mother with biological mother, okay, it's not the things that if you choose that you are not going to produce, that's your choice. Okay, absolutely, it's every individual has that choice and liberty to choose. That doesn't mean you become immoral, because in front of you, maybe some other good things you want to give, but you should be clear with that. What I said after that, saying that, I said that you should be clear enough. It should not be suffering from the other people related to you. You know, because then it create a lot of family pressure. It create guilt in you later on. So becoming that victim of your own decision, instead of that, just take right decision for yourself. Nowadays even the freezing of eggs are there, women, girls mainly, I come across, clinically, one girl who have taken the decision, okay, she will become mother later on, now she has to focus on work, that's fine. And she went through the, testing her quality of eggs. She done AMH test, which is anti-Mullerian hormone test, which tells you that qualitative eggs ratio. Then she took the decision, okay, let me go to the doctor and freeze my egg. So when I will take the decision to create a baby, that time that egg can be utilized. But while going through that process, she landed up with the situation medically where she is now on chair, leading the life of paralysis हो गया उसको. तो ये सब डिसीजन लेने का मतलब अपने फिजिकल बॉडी को जिस तरीके से नेचर ने बनाया है उसको अगर आप यूटिलाइज नहीं करते हो, ये आपके लिए प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. यू नो, see if you don't use your brain, one day you will become dumb, because brain is there. If now heart has not been given opportunity for us to use when we want it, it is continuously beating for us. Your reproductive system has been there, given the work of reproducing. So women, specifically womb, if it doesn't give birth biologically, it may have certain kind of impacts on her body later on, mind later on. Okay, so it is your decision, even if you don't produce, but if you have clarity of things what you are doing and you are absolutely okay with it, that's fine. It's not immoral.
Ma'am, another one says, what would you suggest to females who have PCOS, and what measures do they take to avoid complications during pregnancy?
PCOD is related to the ovum which is maturing in the ovary. It is not coming out, or it is coming out and remaining on the surface of the ovary. That is what PCOD. So it may affect your fertility later on, but it is not like that you will not become mother. Many girls who are having PCOD but still they conceive, they have things. So second question is what? Can you read it?
How to avoid complications during pregnancy.
So if you have PCOD, you can take proper care before conceiving. That is number one. After you conceive, then you follow the lifestyle and the rest and the tablets. If you are addict, means if you want instant relief, you have definitely hormonal support. But being from Ayurveda and yoga background, I can definitely recommend follow yoga. The regular yoga practice will help you to stay away from all that complications in your pregnancy. So you can have a healthy childbirth after following your yogic life.
Okay, ma'am. So what could be the possible solutions for orphan miscarriages?
Possible solution is following Garbhasanskar. Following and taking the right decision on right time when your fertile age is there. Take the decision to give birth one. See, nowadays we are only giving 1 or 2 childbirth, right? पहले के जमाने में कैसे कि ठीक है 3, 4, 5, 6 भी हो जाते थे, फैमिली भी साथ में रहते थे. Nowadays we are living in nuclear family. We don't want so many relatives around us. We need our space. That is the main thing. Everybody needs their space right from the adolescent time, and then pregnant, after marriage the couple needs their own space. And so most of the couple in India, they just go out, taking the decision to work in the Western countries, and then there they face a lot of challenges. honestly speaking, I am dealing with such a couple now since pandemic. US, UK, London, Singapore, Dubai, all means women contacted me when they are pregnant. They do these yoga classes online nowadays. They get affected with lot of small problems which comes, you know, over the period of 9 months before completion of their child. The 9 months, they need somebody who can guide them, and there are, in Western country, nobody is there. They just check mechanically, they give you tablets, and that's it. No help. So here in India, we have lot of availability of the people, relationship, doctors, everything is available, but we are not valuing that. So I feel like women and girls, youth needs to take decision that do you want your relatives around you, because human resource cannot be replaced by any machines. Okay. So if you have nani dadis at home to take care of your baby, you are actually with the peace, you can go to work even after giving birth to your baby. But if you don't have, you are keeping your baby in nannies or some other woman in hand and going to work, half the time you are already having that tension, okay, my baby is good or not. So better, dedicate your proper time in the preparation, think everything. So that is what Garbhasanskar is, the planning your baby right from the scratch, अंडरस्टैंडिंग ओके क्या क्या हमें फेस करना पड़ेगा जब मैं डिसीजन लूंगी एक माँ बनने का, तो मुझे ये 1 2 3 4 5 दीज आर द थिंग्स विच इज माय प्रायोरिटीज. जब हम प्रायोरिटी पे रखते हैं ना, आई फील मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम जस्ट रिजॉल्व. So intellectually, you need to take that right decision. आप देखो आजकल सेलिब्रिटी में भी जो माधुरी दीक्षित है, उसने क्या किया, इतने टॉप पे थी, लेकिन she went abroad, she married, she has dedicated her time to the baby, and later on she joined the work. So I say that is a wise decision for women to take, and that's how you need to cultivate yourself, your family, your partner to help you out in this process. You cannot do alone.
Another question is, why does postpartum depression happen?
Because we are not dealing it properly, we are not getting education properly of what is pregnancy, how the childbirth happens. That is a mental shock. Childbirth is the completely process of evolution. She goes through excruciating pain. There are tremendous, flow of hormones and physical, mental tear, which is happening right now. And that shock, some women are not prepared for. Their image about themselves changed. Oh, how I was looking before, now how I'm looking. Many times we are attached with our that beautiful, physical appearance on the social platform or our community. We don't want to see like that. And even tremendous hormone changes happens. So serotonin level drop down, which is the feel good hormone. Oxytocin, which was the tremendously secreted at the time of childbirth. Later on, lactation, she didn't get time to self, because feeding baby is continuously going on. It's not done. When you give birth, again your responsibility get double till the child become 5 years of age. So this is a whole 24/7 job. So when you born as a woman, so you are in this life because of having some responsibility on yourself as well as the next generation. So if you understand psychologically in your mind that okay, these are the things to do, and these are important things. Why you are working? Tell me. Why you are working? Why we work? Money and
Social life, I guess.
social life. Okay. Money for what? Money where you use?
For family.
For family. For ourselves. livelihood, good life, financial stability, financial independence, feeling better for ourselves. Okay, so when you give birth, you will understand you have that potential which you can give the complete, the life, the tremendous potential which is given to you. Creating life is your inner potential. You understand your different perspective of your own personality as a woman. Women have been given that gift. That's why we call it as a power, Shakti. No? पैसा भी कमाना है घर के लिए, फैमिली के लिए. फैमिली किससे बने? आप इस दुनिया में आए हो, उसी प्रोसेस से आए हो. अगर नेचर में आप देखो, अगर इफ यू सी द ट्रीज ग्रोइंग द फ्रूट्स, okay, the whole fruits or flower. So if they think, why I should, give these fruits, let me keep this fruit, what will happen? Will just dissolve. So वो thought process ही हमारा जो grooming हो रहा है ना, that is happening somewhere else. Internally, go internally, study your body, study your mind, find out why it is there and how you can use it skillfully. So skillful use of your reproductive system is in your hand. You use it or you just waste it. आपको waste करना है तो waste कर दो, मत करो, है ना. It's in our hand. कि जरूरी नहीं है कि सभी सिस्टम हमें यूज करना ही चाहिए. It's okay if you don't use it, but then you are going to have, make yourself ready for all that consequences. और जैसे मैंने कहा, प्रोडक्शन सिर्फ एक बच्चे का ही नहीं, बायोलॉजिकल नहीं है. एक वुमन बहुत कुछ कर सकती है. She can produce many things. Biologically, if she is not able to produce child, that's fine. Even to understand that, okay, that's fine, I am not able to produce child. Infertility की वजह से stress जो है, जिससे divorce relationship पे effect होता है, that is also another area of work. So everywhere you should have plan A, plan B ready. That doesn't mean you are immoral if you don't produce child. But yes, if you don't try, even if you are able to do it, then it's immoral, right? If you choose wrong, if you choose 35 के बाद आप डिसीजन लेते हो बच्चे का, एक ही बच्चा, अभी मोस्टली हम डिसीजन लेते हैं कि चलो एक बच्चा कर ले 35 के बाद, and then what kind of generation is coming up? Because the egg quality completely get reduced, quantity reduce हो जाता है, quality reduce हो जाता है. फिर आपको आर्टिफिशियल मेथड्स ऑफ वे ऑफ गेटिंग कंसीव्ड नीड टू, एंड जो भी कमाया है वो सब फिर आईवीएफ में डालो. lakhs 2 lakhs कितना खर्चा होता है आईवीएफ. या 30-40s में भी होते हैं ना चाइल्ड, वही तो आर्टिफिशियल वे से इंड्यूस किया हुआ एग्स, स्पर्म्स, एंड फिर आपको अभी रिजल्ट नहीं कर पता चलेगा हमें. आफ्टर 30 years when that child will grown up, then we will see the population who are present here. How many of us are healthy? You see the lifespan has been reduced. Naturally वहाँ मतलब जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि गांव में जो लोग हैं उनकी उम्र देखो और अर्बन यहाँ पे हम जी रहे हैं, हमारी उम्र देखो, लाइफ स्पैन हैज कंप्लीटली गॉन डाउन. सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट द quality of life is very important. It is not bad, Anjali, to use artificial method. Again here, artificial method क्यों आया है, क्यों यूज करना पड़ रहा है हमें artificial method? There are reasons, right? Why we need to go to the artificial way of producing child? क्योंकि नेचुरल मेथड कहीं पे तो काम नहीं कर रहा है. तो नेचुरल मेथड क्यों नहीं काम कर रहा है? हाँ, तो क्यों नहीं काम कर रहा है वो? ठीक है, ड्यू टू कॉम्प्लिकेशन. फर्टिलिटी डाउन क्यों हुआ है? फर्टिलिटी रेट डाउन cause we choose to not to give birth at time, cause we are not mentally physically stable at the moment. Yes, देखो आपके पास ये reason, lack of knowledge. Yes, इसीलिए ये जो पूरा हमारा जो आज टॉक है ये इसी के ऊपर है कि आज आप चलो 160 170 जन जो पार्टिसिपेंट है जो मुझे सुन रहे हैं, वो अपने आप सोच सकते हैं कि क्या करना है अपने लाइफ के साथ आगे, है ना। क्योंकि ऐसी बातें तो ना हम पेरेंट्स के साथ डिस्कस करते हैं ये सब चीजें ना। इवन शादी के समय भी बहुत बार तो कुंडली मैचिंग का प्रोग्राम होता है, बट नोबडी इज थिंकिंग ऑफ लॉन्ग टर्म, ओके दिस इज गोइंग टू मतलब पहले तो मन का मिलन होना चाहिए ना। सो आयुर्वेद में बोला है सौमनस्य गर्भ धारणा, गर्भ का धारण तभी हो सकता है जब आप दोनों कपल का mind is meeting with each other. It's not the kundali, it's a mind, so you need to get communicated positive vibes from each other. Each has a Anjali is saying what? Yes, personal reason. Each person has health issue that can be unrelated to birthing organs too. Like I know someone who had mental health issue in their family and did not want to transfer it to their child, so they decided not to do natural way. But then if they decide artificial way, then are they going to are they sure that their child will not have that mentally mental issue? ये गारंटी कोई देने वाले डॉक्टर हो तो बोलो, बहुत अच्छा होगा, है ना। People take these steps, whatever their knowledge, available knowledge, but it is quite possible they can work on their mental health and they can go ahead with the other way to give birth.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering.
Children born, yes, the children born naturally, even they have issues. This is the long term debate even actually, yes, ये सब कुछ क्यों हो रहा है, मेरा तो यही सवाल है कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, पहले के जमाने में ये गर्भ संस्कार का नॉलेज है ना सिर्फ किंग्स को था, people who are authoritative, okay, it was not disclosed to common people. But now we are so lucky we have this garbha sanskar knowledge available for everybody, but it's not promoted that way. Now the market is earning, it's $1 million business which is happening under the name of this all these artificial methods. Yes, there all this, like I say, artificial womb bhi ban raha hai, wo kisi अच्छे cause के लिए बन रहा है. IVF method आया अच्छे cause के लिए आया, जो genuinely if couples are suffering, for them it's a blessing, it's a boon. But then what is happening, even people who have that natural ability to produce child, they are going through IVF. That is where we are crossing the line. So we need to understand what to follow, when to follow. We are user, okay, we have a lot of available system which we can use it. Whatever your requirement, go ahead with it. But somewhere I feel like take a pause, going to the lot of artificial way of making babies and things. Why not go back to your ancient ways of making baby, taking rest, taking care of your health, taking care of your food habits, doing yoga proper regularly, reading books, limiting your lot of material desires, understanding life. You are actually preventing yourself from the suffering, future suffering. And that's how this Garbha Sanskara we have titled, it's crafting the future, in the womb. And this womb starting from your own health. Even if you, before becoming wife or husband of anybody, you first take care of your health, then you will not suffer from such issue. And there are 6 factors, okay, mother, father, and soul, these are there, but the environment also affects, food also affects. So there are a lot of unseen things which are there. There are miracles. Even the parents have problem, but baby still normal. Even such a things you will see. So there are deep science, and that is what I teach in my courses. So thank you all of you for giving me opportunity to share this knowledge and discussing openly. So namaste.
Thank you for answering our participants' question. There are still some more, but because we are running short on time, I'll forward the questions to the speaker. So everyone can get their answers like on the WhatsApp group then.
Yes. Somebody is asking book name. The book name is The Ultimate Guide to Garbhasanskar by Dr. Nutan Pakhare.
Also post the image of the book on the
Yes.
WhatsApp group for them to.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Yes, ma'am. So on behalf of the Psychology Department of KC College, we would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for such an insightful and enlightening session. Thank you, ma'am, for your generous time and knowledge that you have shared with us today on the topic of Garbhasanskar, the way to craft your